In this video, I want to show you how you can create cartoon characters in very simple step-by-step process. Now, the video on my screen currently is one of the videos that have been created like that.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
What is it, Tommy?
We can do anything we want. We can fly, we can talk to animals. We can even turn into superheroes.
Now, when you go on YouTube, you can see that there are a number of YouTubers that are creating videos like this, faceless YouTube automation by simply generating cartoon characters and publishing these cartoon characters on videos, and they are gathering millions of views. Now, I have people currently in my masterclass who are also doing the same thing, generating millions of views, and also I have different channels where I can actually do this. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can do that. In 5 steps, I'm going to be breaking down for you how you can do that. And hold on, you don't need any automation skill, any animation skill, any coding or whatever skill you are thinking of. It's very simple. I'm going to be showing you how you do this using simple tools, and that's about it. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, you might want to hit on the subscribe button, all right? And also go a step further to hit on the notification button so that every time I drop a video like this, you'll be among the very first to get notified. Without further ado, let's hop right in. But again, I might want to tell you why you must create videos like this. 1, they are very informative. 2, they are educative. 3, they are very fun and children love them. So you might want to create videos like this for them and gather millions of views. And every 21st of every month, you are going to the bank and smiling to the bank to cash out your Google AdSense. So without further ado, let's hop right in. Now, the first thing you want to do is to create a script, which is step 1. Now, you need to create a script for your videos, right? But if you know how to create script already, you can do this by yourself. You do not need to bother about this step 1. You can just wait and move on to step 2. But again, I would advise you to go with step 1 because you might have to be creating videos like this frequently. So chances are that you might run out of ideas. So you want to come to this website called Gravity Write. Now, Gravity Write is an AI that is going to generate for you scripts. Now, all you have to do is to come to where it says the Kids Video Script Generator, like it's currently showing on my screen, and then that's about it. But again, I'm currently having this display on my screen, this interface, because I have registered already. You might need to register also so you gain this access. The first thing you want to do when you come to Kids Video Script Generator is it's going to ask you what is the topic of your video, and I've just inserted cartoon. It's going to ask you for your theme. Now you can choose whether you want learning, rhyme, storytelling, adventure, joke, friendship, or whatever. So I'm just going to stick with joke. And then what is the age? You're going to choose your age. So I'm just choosing to stick with 3 to 5. It's going to ask you how many characters you want. I'm choosing 2. And it's going to ask you what is the desired duration of your video. So I'm choosing 5 minutes. And I'm just going to click on create my content. And it's going to generate for me my content. Without further ado, you can see currently is generating this content for me on my screen, and that's beautiful, right? Now, there are 2 contents that are created for me, Tommy and Lily. So what I want to do is that 2 characters, I'm going to copy all of these things, all of this script that has been generated, all right? I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go to Google, my Google Doc, all right? Just clean all of this and paste what I have currently on there. Now, this is step 1. Now, you have been able to generate your script. The next step, which is step 2, is actually go a step further to actually turn this script, everything that has been said in this script by the different characters. For instance, character 1, which is Tommy. In the first scene, Tommy is saying, "Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?" So we're going to change that into a voice. So what I want to do is I'm going to copy the first thing that Tommy said, all right, which is our first character. Tommy is saying, "Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about cartoon characters?" So I'm going to copy what Tom said, and then I'm going to go to a website, a generating AI that is going to turn, it's called text to speech, turn this text into a speech. Now, a lot of people would use 11 but the problem with 11 is the fact that after a while, you're going to run out and you might need to go for the premium subscription. So instead of 11 I'm going to use Vertex AI. Vertex AI is actually an AI integrated into the Google Cloud. It's free. You can use it for free. But the only limitation with this is the fact that it does not have different voices. You might just have to use a female voice and a male voice to differentiate your characters. So I'm going to go ahead to use that. So I'm just going to paste what Tommy said. So it says, "Hey Lily," like I said earlier. So I'm going to click on submit. I'm going to click on Tommy. Tommy is a male character, so I'm going to stick with male. I'm going to click on submit. And once I click on submit, I'm going to click on play so that we'll hear what it has to say.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
Beautiful. So I'm going to come here and click on download. You can see currently it's downloaded into my my device. So all I want to do is that I'm going to do that. I'm going to generate that for the different characters. So I'm going to do that again for the character, the second character, or probably you want to generate, depending on how fast you want to work, you can generate all the character, all the states, all this text that Tommy is saying, and then generate that for Lily. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to generate that for Lily for the sake of longevity. I do not want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to quickly do that. So I'm going to come here and paste what Lily said. All right, so I'm click on submit. Then click, change it to, first of all, change it to female character and click on submit. And then let's play it and see what it has, what it's.
What is it, Tommy?
Beautiful. So I'm just going to come here and click on download, right? Now you want to do this and do this for all of the statement and everything that has been said in the script. So the next thing we want to do is to come on this website, on this AI, where we are going to create our cartoon tunes. And for that, you're just going to click on the link in the description below. It's going to take you to the Adobe Express, which is an AI we're using to create our cartoon characters. So remember that there are two cartoon characters. There is Tommy and then there is Lily, which means that there is a kind of a male character and a female character. So let's pick this character as, so we're gonna pick this character as our Tommy. So you want to centralize this character, probably increase the size of the character, all right? And then the next thing you want to do is to come here on the background and make it a green background. Now the reason why you need to make it a green background is because when you import it, you'll be able to remove the green background and then you have your character standing on its own. Now the next thing you want to do is to come here and click on enhance speech, which means that you want to add your speech to it, and then you can choose to record your speech, which is what your character will be saying, or you can just browse your speech. So in this case, I'm going to be browsing my speech, which are the speech we've generated earlier on, right? From the synthesis, it says we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The first thing is what Tommy said. So what I did was I created what Tommy said, and then I created what Lily said. So I'm just going to add what Tommy said here. It's currently enhancing the audio. All right, so our video has been created. Our character is now speaking. So what I want to do is want to play it and see what it says.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
Beautiful. So what you want to do is you want to come here and click on download, and it's going to be downloaded to your file, and our download is complete. The next thing you want to do is to choose
Lily,
the next character, which is what Lily is saying, right? So you want to just come here and click on, so you want to come here and click on go back. When you go back, you change your character, which is coming back here to your character, and change your character. We've already chosen our character for Tom. The next thing we want to choose is a character for Lily. So we look carefully, and I want to pick this goatee as our character for Lily. You can choose to reduce the size and centralize it so it will make sense. And of course, the background is still remaining as green. Then for our audio, we replace the audio, because remember we had an audio before. We replace the audio, and then we come here and pick our second audio. Then it's synthesizing. So what I want to do is we're going to play it and see what it says.
What is it, Tom? What is it, Tommy?
Beautiful. So I'm going to come here and click on download. And my file has been downloaded. I'm going to do it for the next thing that the cartoon characters are saying also, which means that I'm going to come back here. You create your characters in different scenes. So I'm going to come back here also, come back to pick the same journey from earlier on. And the next thing you want to do is to come on Canva, also using the link in my description below. And once you come on Canva, you want to click on the video file, the video sign, right? Give it some time to load. And this is where we create our background. This is our third step. This is the third step in the whole of the process, all right? This is where we create our background. Now, what you want to do is you want to come here on element. So you click on garden background, and then you're going to have these different backgrounds and all that. So you want to click on the first background here, and then once it creates for you, you want to drag it up and make sure that it centralizes, all right? And then pull it down also. Make sure that it fills the whole border, and then drag it further open. Now you have our background and all that stuff. So the next thing you want to do is to actually animate our background. All right, so we want to come here and click on, you want to add some little spice here and there to just make your background animated and moving. So you want to click on trees. All right, so you click on trees, you come here and click on animated, and then you click on trees, enter, see all. Now you can see there are different trees here that looks animated. So what you want to do, and what I want to do, is click on this or click on anything that you're interested in and move it. This is just to add a little bit of spice to the background to just make it not boring and just all right. So another thing we want to do is we want to click on, let's say, butterfly. You can just add anything you want. I'll click on butterfly, and then I'm going to click on butterfly, reduce the size. Reduce the size further, just so it does not interact with our characters, and then our characters have enough space. Now I want to add it here, and then you want to come here and click on animate. Once you click on animate, click on create an animation here, and then once you click on create an animation, you just hold onto the background, all right, left click, and then you just move it in the way you want it to move. Just move it in the way you want it to move, and that's about it. And then it's done. Here you come and you choose the speed with which you want it to move. So I'm just going to come here and reduce the speed. I don't want it to move too fast. So I'm going to reduce the speed further so it is slow. You see it's moving very fast, which is going to distort the whole scene. So you're just going to reduce the screen, and that's about it. And you click on done, and then your background is ready and good to go. All right. So the next thing you want to do is to create your next background. But before we create our next background, you might want to download this background. All right. This background is for 5 seconds. So let's just increase this background further, just so we're sure that it's going to be enough for our text, our other, our animated characters that we added. So you want to click on share this, and then you click on download. And then it's going to be automatically downloaded to your computer device or your mobile device or whatever device you're using to create this, all right? So the next thing I want to do is create another background, which is a second background, because you don't want to use one background for everything, because it's going to be eventually, boring. So I'm just going to also come here and click on garden background. Garden background. And choose something different, not something other than what we've used before. Just something to just, add a little bit of color to everything. So click on search. So now come here and click on garden background, and then you'll see it's giving us a couple of options. So you're just going to look through it and choose which actually looks very good. So I want to click on this. So this is what it's giving us. So that's about it. So you can choose to remove every other thing that was in your previous background if you want to. So you just zoom this in like we did the other one. And that's about it. So the next thing we want to do is to add a few animations to this to also make it look, a little bit good and all that, and making it look beautiful. So click on tree. Click on animate, click on enter. So remember we picked one type of tree the other time, so this time you might just want to pick on something different to just make it look colorful. You can just reduce the size and make it look like it's from a distance and all that. So this is beautiful. You can choose to whatever you want to do, all right? So you click on play, and then this is what it's going to look like. So the next thing you want to do also is to, share this and download this background that we've created already. So we've successfully completed the step 4 of our video creation. The next thing we want to do is to go on our video editing tool, whatever video editing tool you're choosing to use. But in this video, I'm choosing to use CapCut. So I'm just going to come on CapCut, which is my video editing tool. All right. And then I'm going to come to my file, which is import my files. I'm just going to import a couple of files, which we just created already. Everything we created, our characters, and our background, we're just going to come here and add them up into our canva.com. So very simple. So I've been able to add everything that we've created here. So this is our first background, all right? Our initial background. So I'm just going to copy our background and then drag it here. Right, you can see you drag it here. You come to your aspect ratio. Be very careful to do that. Come to your aspect ratio and make sure it's 16:9 to suit the original background that we created. Now when you play this, you would realize that it's just free with our butterflies and our tree just moving. It's an empty background. So what we want to do is we want to add our first character, which is Tommy. So we want to add Tommy here. Just want to come here and add Tommy in. You click on play, you can see Tommy is currently showing. So what you want to do is to come here and click on remove background, all right? Your Chrome key, click on this toggle here, and then choose to remove the green background. And then you can increase the intensity. So you can see that it's been removed successfully. So here you want to, crop it a little bit, or rather reduce the size slightly, so it looks good, all right? So you want to click on play and see.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
Good. So what you want next is for Lily to be in the background also, but Lily is not saying anything. You want Lily to be in the background, but Lily is not saying anything. So what we want to do is we would have to go back again to creating our cartoon character, all right? And then create a character of Lily. This is Lily. Right, but Lily must not be saying anything whilst Tommy is saying. Lily is just listening. All right, so we want to click on initially we click on speech, enhanced speech. Now you would tug off the idea of enhanced speech, so Lily is not saying anything. All right, and then you replace the audio. But right now, because we want Lily to not say anything, we have to impute an audio of Lily not saying anything. But I don't have an audio of Lily not saying anything. Yeah. So if you have an empty audio, you can record an empty audio without anything and upload it. But I do not have that. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to click on record button, but say nothing. So listen, look at how I do that. As you can see, I moved my editing to a different software, which is Camtasia. This is because for me, I felt like CapCut was kind of slow because CapCut uses network and it was slow in where I am currently. So I have to move it to Camtasia, but everything I said with CapCut still applies to Camtasia. So I'm just going to start playing this from the beginning, and so you see how it went.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
What is it, Tommy?
We can do anything we want. We can fly.
So you can see at this point currently that Tommy is talking alone. So we need to add a character of Lily again, of her not saying anything, just standing there. So I'm just going to come here. I copied that already. I'm just going to come here and paste it again. Same location, same everything. All right. And then play.
We can talk to animals.
So you can see our background currently ran out. So I'm just going to copy our previous background and paste it here. And then that's about it. So
we can do anything we want. We can fly, we can talk to animals. We even turn into superheroes.
That's beautiful. So that's basically what you do. All right, you just make sure that you apply, remove the screen, apply, remove the screen, and that's about it until you get to the end of your scenes. All of your characters, all of your script, you must make sure that you've been able to recreate them in the form of this script, and then just move them gradually like that. Just place your background, impute your character, remove the green background, put an empty voice picture or video of the other character not saying anything, meaning it's listening. You just repeat this process, and that's about it. That's about it, guys. That's about it. So quickly, let me render this video and then play it for you, and so you see what it looks like.
Hey Lily, do you know what's the best thing about being a cartoon character?
What is it, Tommy?
We can do anything we want. We can fly, we can talk to animals. We can even turn into superheroes.
So that is what our character looks like. That's what our video looks like. Now, this is what people do every day. They just create things like this, duplicate it into different scenes, all right, replicate it, and then put it together and upload it on YouTube, and they are getting thousands and thousands of views. Wouldn't you want to be one of those people? Now, If you watch this video and it worked for you and you felt like you understand everything and you want to go ahead and practice, that's very fine. But if you want a one-on-one class with me where I kind of hold your hands and teach you even more in details, all you have to do is to leave a comment in the comment section and then tell me that you want to be a part of my private class, and then I'm going to send you an invite where you join my private class, and boom, you're good to go. Without further ado, start practicing this. Watch this video again and again, start practicing it, and then I'll see you at the top. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.